Okay, now we are going to try out another question from bank account and bank reconciliation statement. So this is activity 4. Okay, earlier we did a question where we have been already given all the reasons for the differences. The examiner has already given you the differences. Now in this particular question, what has happened is they has given you the bank account and the bank statement, so you have to figure them all. Okay, now let's look at this balance carried down 19,000. එතකොට bank account එකේ balance එක තියෙන්නේ 19,000. හරිද? bank statement එකේ final balance එක තියෙන්නේ 14,000. So we know now we have a problem because bank account is having 19,000 whereas bank statement is having only 14,000. That can't be. In a question, that can't be. That cannot happen because bank account and the bank statement, they cannot carry a two difference balance. I mean, in an ideal scenario. Okay. ඒ බැලන්සස් දෙක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් සමාන වෙනවා. මොකද එකම බිස්නස් එකේදී එකම දෙයක් ගැන දෙන්නෙක් දෙවිදියක් කියන්න බැහැනේ. බෑන්ක් account එක කියන common දේ ගැන එහෙම නැත්නම් බිස්නස් එකේ බෑන්ක් බැලන්ස් එක ගැන බිස්නස් එක පැත්තෙන් එක දෙයකුයි බෑන්ක් එක පැත්තෙන් තව දෙයකුයි කියන්න බෑ. හරිද? එකම බැලන්ස් එක තමයි තියෙන්න ඕනේ. So let me read you this question. Okay. Following are the extracted from the bank account of Jayanta Silva's business and the bank statement received from bank as at 31st July 2024. Okay. Then they have given you the bank account. So now here, as I said earlier, now the important thing is balance carried down is 19,000 here, and here it is 14,000. There is a problem. Okay. Now they have given you the bank account and then the bank statement. Okay. They are asking required state the reasons for the differences between the balance as at 31st May 2024. Adjust the bank account balance as at 31st May 2024. Prepare the bank reconciliation statement using the adjusted bank balance. So those are the three things they are asking. Okay. Okay. Now let's go to the first question. State the reasons for the difference between the balances as at 31st May. 31st May. හරි. එතකොට මෙතන 19,000 තියෙනවා, මෙතන 14,000 තියෙනවා. Okay. Now we learned now when it comes to identifying these differences, what should we do? Tell me. What should we do to identify these differences between the bank account and the bank statement? Now we did two questions, one exercise question and one question you did, and then we discuss the theory and we revise it. And what should we do to identify these differences? Hmm? What we have to do is we have to check the debit column of the bank account with the credit column of the bank statement, and the credit column of the bank account with the debit column of the bank statement. Okay, we have to do that. Okay, let's start. Now here balance brought forward is 16,000. Here also it's 16,000. Okay, now both of them it's 16,000. It's already clear. Then you have a here in the bank account you have let's do like this. So Okay. Now what we should do is we should identify the differences between the bank account and the bank statement. Okay, how to do that? How to do that is by comparing the debit side of the bank account with the credit side of the bank statement, and by comparing the credit side of the bank account with the debit side of the bank statement. For easy understanding of this context, I have maximized this slide, and we'll firstly look into what are the reasons for these differences. Okay. Firstly, balance brought forward is 16,000 here, and here also it's 16,000. That is sorted and nothing to worry. Okay. Then here you have cash 20,000 in the debit side, and here also cash 20,000. Okay. Then here check deposited 14,000. Check deposited 14,000. It's there. Now here check deposited 15,000. Check deposited 15,000. It's there. Now here it is in the bank account you have check deposited of 18,000, but it's not here. On the other hand, in this credit side there is a direct remittance by a debtor for about 8,000. Okay, so these two are two reasons for the difference between the bank account balance and the bank statement balance. Okay, now one thing is you can keep these two like just like this, or else you can put another mark. Okay, another mark can you can remember this. Okay, you can just keep it, or you can put another mark. Okay. Okay, let's take the credit side of the bank account with the debit side of the bank statement. Now salaries 8,500 has been paid. Here also it's there 8,500, and creditors we have 7,500, sorry, 17,500, and here also we have 17,500. And rent, there is a 9,000 payment in the bank account, but it's not, it's they have issued a check. Okay, it's 503. Okay, it's here, but it's not here. Okay, then purchases 12,000 is there. Purchases 12,000, that's checked. And here in the bank statement there is a standing order. Okay, that is not being recorded here, I think. Yeah. Then there is a creditor 17,000, that is also not being recorded here. Okay. Okay. Now let's check the credit side of the bank account and debit side of the bank statement for the last time. If you look at here, these three items 8,500, 7,500, and 12,000, these are clicked. Okay. However, these rent 9,000 is not being clicked. Creditors 17,000 is not being clicked here. Okay. And here, if you look at this side, uh, standing order 19,000 is not clicked. Okay. And bank charges 2,000 is not clicked. So for those items, we'll put a cross. Okay. Rent and creditors and okay. Okay. Now they are asking state the reasons for the differences between the balances as at 31st May 2024. Okay, they are asking the reasons. Now, can you tell me what are these reasons? Okay, now what we did was we take this debit side of the bank account with the credit side of the bank statement, and we take the credit side of the bank account with the debit side of the bank statement. Okay, and we tick them, and these ticked items are recorded in both the bank account and bank statement, so they do not create any problem. Okay, they are not a reason behind this difference. But if you look at these other unmarked items, for example, if you look at the debit side of the bank account, you have a check deposited 18,000, and we are checking the credit side of the bank statement with the debit side of the bank account. Therefore, after this, we have to look at the credit side of the bank statement. So we have 8,000 direct remittance. Okay, those two reasons. And then nextly, we'll go to the credit side of the bank account. Rent 9,000 per, and then creditors 17,000. Okay, and then standing order of 19,000 and bank charges 2,000. These are the reasons for the differences between the bank account and the bank statement. Okay, so let's write them down. Okay, now let's imagine now we are in the examination and we have to write them. Okay, so state the reasons for the differences between the balance as at 31st May 2024. So we have deposited but unrealized check 184 18,000. This is one reason. Okay. Then we have now once we check this debit side, then we are checking this credit side. Okay. මේක හරිම පිළිවෙලට කරන්න. මේක debit side එක බලලා bank account එක ඊට පස්සේ බලන්න අපි මේක credit side එක. ඉතින් එතන තියෙනවා direct remittance by a debtor. Second reason, direct remittance by debtor. Direct remittance by debtor 8,000. Now we are looking at what are the reasons for the differences between the bank account and the bank statement. Then we are going to credit side of the bank account. Okay, now we have rent. Rent එකට තියෙන 503 කියන්නේ මේ check එකක් issue කරන්න. හරිද? Issued check but not realized. Sorry, issued check but not presented. Okay, presented to bank. Issued check but not presented to bank for rent 503. මේක තමයි check number එක තමයි 503 කියන්නේ. Okay. ඊට පස්සේ ඒකේ amount එක 9,000. හරිද? හරි. ඊට පස්සේ fourth reason එක check issued to creditor not presented to bank. ඒක ඇවිල්ලා 17,000. This one. Okay. This one. Then we are checking this. We have completed the credit side and now we are looking at the debit side. මෙතන තියෙනවා standing order එකක් 19,000. හරිද? Bank standing order. Bank standing order 19,000. Then the sixth one, bank charges 2,000. Okay. මෙන්න මේ reasons 6 තමයි අපේ bank account එකයි හරිද ඊට පස්සේ bank statement එකේ balances දෙකේ differences වලට reason එක. So did you get what I explained you? Did you understand that? Please give me a feedback. Kindly give me a feedback. So if you did not understand anything, I can re-explain it to you. Students, please give me a feedback. Did you understand these reasons for the differences? Rikesh and Sasmika, is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, no?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now we have identified the reasons for these differences. Then what we have to do is firstly we have to prepare the adjusted bank account. Then අපිට තියෙන්නේ adjusted bank account එක හදන්න. Adjusted bank account එක හදන්න පටන් ගන්නේ අපි මෙතනට දාගමු 31යි 5යි 2024. Okay. මේක තමයි date එක. So there you see in the bank account balance carried down is 19,000. Okay, so we have to start with that balance carried down. Okay, balance carried down is 19,000. Okay. දැන් අපිට තියෙන්නේ මේක බැංක් ඒ කියන්නේ මේ reasons ටික අපි adjust කරන්න ඕනේ adjusted bank account එකට. So there we discussed this deposited but unrealized, issued but not presented මේ checks ටික අපේ මේ bank account adjusted එකට බලපාන්න නැහැ කියලා. හැබැයි මේ direct remittance එක මේ bank standing order එක ඊට පස්සේ මේ bank charges 2000 එක මේ ටික ඇවිල්ලා මේ omissions ටික අපි මේ දැන් bank account එකට adjust කරන්න ඕනේ. කියන්නේ මේ bank statement එකේ මේ ටික record වෙලා තියෙනවා. හැබැයි bank account එකේ record වෙලා නැහැ. Right? දැන් මේ 19,000 එකකින් අපි පටන් ගත්තා. එතකොට then let's do this. Deposited but unrealized. No, we are not doing anything regarding that. Direct remittance by debtor 8,000. එතකොට direct remittance එකක් debtor කෙනෙක් ඒවල තියෙනවා 8,000. අපි ඒක දාගන්නවා මෙතෙන්ට 8,000 කියලා දාගෙන debtor කියලා දාගන්නවා. ඒක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ 27යි 5යි 2024. Okay. Then issued check but not presented. We are not taking it for adjusted bank account. Checks issued to the creditor not presented. We are not taking it. Then we have the bank standing order 19,000. What happened? Now they have paid a loan 19,000 on a bank standing order. Okay. එතකොට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මගේ bank balance එක අඩු වෙලා තියෙනවා මේ bank statement එකේ balance එක මෙතන අඩු වෙලා තියෙනවා therefore I am crediting it. Okay, when has it happened? 15 May 2024. Bank loan and amount is 19,000. Okay, then bank charges is there. Bank charges 2,000. Right. ඔන්න අපි දැන් adjusted bank account එක හැදුවා. Right. බලමු වෙන මොනවද මිස් වුණා තියෙනවද කියලා. Right, all good. දැන් අපි කරන්නේ balancing of the account එක කරනවා. Right. එතකොට මෙතන අපි balance carried down කරනවා 6,000. හරිද? හරි. එතකොට මේ 6,000 මේ ටික තේරුණාද? මේ part එක තේරුණාද? adjusted bank account එක හදන එක තේරුණාද?
Yes.
Okay. Because you are also fine, no? You understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. දැන් අපි ඊළඟට මොකද්ද කරන්න තියෙන්නේ? හරිද? මේකේ bank reconciliation statement එක හදන්නයි තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට ඒක හදන්න අපි මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? අපි මේ adjusted account balance එකෙන් තමයි පටන් ගන්නෙ. අපි 6,000 වලින් පටන් ගන්නවා. Right? මේ 6000 වලින් පටන් ගන්නවා. එතකොට දැන් මේකෙදි වෙලා තියෙනවා deposited but unrealized checks. Okay, deposited but unrealized checks. මේ වලින් මගේ බැංක් account එකේ balance එකට මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? මම මේ බැංක් account එකේ දැන් බලන්න. හරිද? deposited but unrealized checks කියලා ඉවර වෙලා මෙතන තියෙනවා 18000 එකක් මම දාගෙන. හරිද? හැබැයි මේක ඇත්තටම මගේ බැංක් ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එකට ගිහිල්ලා වැදිලා නැහැ. එතකොට මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? මගේ බැංක් ස්ටේට්මන්ට් එක දැන් වැඩියෙන් තමයි පෙන්වන්නේ. 18000ක් වැඩිපුර පෙන්වන්නේ. ඒ නිසා what I am supposed to do is I should deduct it. Now we have completed the bank account adjusted and now we are looking at two elements in main: checks issued but not presented and unrealized deposited but unrealized checks. Okay, now firstly we look at this deposited but unrealized check of 18,000. Here we have recorded it in the bank account, but if we look at the bank statement, it's not been recorded because it's not realized. Because of that, now if you look at the bank account is 18,000 overstated. Okay, now what we are supposed to do now is we will be deducting it. Okay, so deposited but unrealized check 184, we are taking it. Amount is 18,000. Okay. Okay, that's okay. So we mark it. Direct remittance we already recorded. Okay, 8,000. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක එක්සෑම් එකේදී කරද්දි මේ එක එක රීසන් එක දැන් අපි රීසන්ස් ටික මුලින්ම ලිස්ට් ඩවුන් කරගත්තා. ඊට පස්සේ ඇඩ්ජස්ටඩ් account එක හදද්දි ඒ රීසන් එක ඒ වෙලාවට ටික් කරගන්න. අනිත් එක හදද්දි අනිත් රීසන්ස් ටික ඒ වෙලාවට ටික් කරගන්න. හරිද? බැංක් සෑඩින් ඕඩර් එකත් කරා. බැංක් charges උත් කරා. එතකොට මෙතනට අපි කෙලින්ම මේක 18,000 කියලාම දාගන්න. හරි. ඊට අමතරව ගත්තම අපිට තියෙනවා items දෙකක්. issued check එක issue වෙලා තියෙනවා rent එකට check එකක් issue කරලා තියෙනවා 9,000 වලට. ඒක present වෙලා නැහැ. ඒ වගේම creditor කෙනෙක්ට 17,000 එකක් ගෙවලා තියෙනවා. ඒක present වෙලත් නැහැ. right? එතකොට මෙතෙන්දි මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? bank account එකෙන් අපි check එක issue කරලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට bank account balance එක අඩු වෙලා තියෙනවා. හරිද? හැබැයි ඇත්තටම මේක මේ චෙක් එක ගත්ත කෙනා බැංකුවට දීලා නැහැ මේ චෙක් එක ගෙවන්න කියලා. එතකොට මම මගේ බැංක් account එක දැන් අත්‍තරම් බලුවොත් බොරුවට අඩු කරගෙන ඉන්නේ. ඒ හින්දා මම ඒක ආයි රිවර්ස් කරනවා. එතකොට මම මොකද කරන්නේ? අර ඉෂුව කරපු චෙක් එකෙන් මෙතෙන්දි ඉෂුව කරපු චෙක් එක නිසා බැංක් බැලන්ස් එක අඩු වුණා. නමුත් මේක ඇත්තටම බැංක් එකට ප්‍රසන්ට් වෙලා නැති නිසා මම මේක ඇඩ් බැක් කරගන්නවා. හරිද? එතකොට මම කරන්නේ issue check but not realized bank for rent කියන reason එක අරගෙන check number එක දාලා මම මෙතන 9,000 ලියා ගන්නවා. right? ඊට පස්සේ මම ඒක කරා කියලා මාක් කරගන්නවා red color වලින් 9,000 එක. ඊට පස්සේ creditor ට දුන්න check එක තියෙනවා. check issued to creditor not presented to the bank. හරි. ඒක 506 check number එක. ඒක දාගෙන මම මේකේ balance එක දාගන්නවා 17,000 කියලා. right? මේකත් මම ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරද්දි පොඩි පැන්සලෙන් ටික් එකක් දාගන්න මම මේක ඇඩ්ජස්ට් කරගත්ත කියන එකට right දැන් හරි දැන් මේ දෙක අපි එකතු කරනවා okay and then we add these two okay ඊට පස්සේ මෙතන මේ 18000 එක නම් අපි මේකෙන් අඩු කරන්න ඕන right okay then it's 14000 දැන් අපි බැලුවොත් එහෙම මෙතන මම බැංක් අතර මේකෙන් ඕනේ bank balance as per the bank statement කියන එක 14000 එනවා right එතකොට ඇත්තටම මම දැන් බැලුවොත් එහෙම මගේ bank balance එක bank statement එකෙත් 14000 මෙතන adjusted balance එක එතකොට මෙතන balance එකත් 14000 දැන් මම මේ දිගට මේ වැඩේ කරගෙන මොකද්ද මේ කරේ මගේ bank account එක අකුලගෙන ආවා 14000 වලට එතකොට මගේ මෙතන bank account එකේ balance එකක් දැන් අන්තිමට 14000 bank statement එකේ balance එකත් 14000 එතකොට ඒ දෙක ගානට tally වෙලා තියෙනවා okay so with that everything is good and in order okay so that is how we solve this problem and that's it okay තමයි තියෙන්නේ so it's a quite a journey but not a very difficult thing only thing is you have to understand how to do this properly we have about 1 minute left in this session okay so so I will stop the recording for now just give me a second